Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on a small island. This island was Madeira, a beautiful part of Portugal. It was a place of mountains and the sea. But for a young boy, it was a world of football. From the moment he could walk, a ball was his best friend. He did not have many expensive toys, he did not need them. The round shape of a football was all the magic he required. He would play in the streets with his friends. The roads were not perfect pitches, they were uneven and hard. But this is where Cristiano learned his first tricks. He learned to control the ball as if it were a part of his own body. He was small, but his dream was very big. His family was not rich. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, was a kit man at a local club called Andorinha. This was Cristiano's first club. He joined when he was just 8 years old. Even then, people could see something special in him. He was faster than the other boys. He was more determined. He cried when his team lost. He cried when he did not get the ball. This was not because he was a baby, it was because he cared so much. Winning was everything to him. Every single game was like a final. This passion, this fire inside him, was visible to everyone who watched him play on the dusty pitches of Madeira. His talent was like a bright light that could not be hidden. Soon, the biggest clubs in Madeira wanted him. He moved to National, the island's top club. He was only 10 years old. Here he continued to grow. He scored many goals. He amazed his coaches. They knew he was destined for something greater than island football. The stories of the boy from Funchal started to travel across the water. They reached the mainland of Portugal. The big clubs in Lisbon started to hear whispers of a phenomenal talent. A boy who played with the heart of a lion and the feet of a dancer. His dream was getting closer, but it would require a great sacrifice. Leaving home is never easy, especially for a child. But Cristiano knew what he wanted. He wanted to be the best. Not just the best in Madeira. Not just the best in Portugal. He wanted to be the best in the world. This ambition was his guiding star. It gave him the courage to face the unknown. His mother, Dolores Aveiro, was his biggest supporter. She saw the fire in his eyes and knew she had to let him chase his destiny. The small island of Madeira had given him his start. It had shaped his love for the game, but his journey was just beginning. The next chapter would take him far from home, to a new city, and a new life. At the age of just 12, Cristiano made the biggest decision of his young life. He packed his bags and left Madeira. He flew to Lisbon, the capital city of Portugal. He was going for a trial with Sporting Lisbon, one of the country's biggest clubs. The city was huge and loud. It was very different from his quiet island home. He felt very small and very alone. He missed his family deeply. He would often call his mother crying on the phone. He wanted to go back. The other boys at the academy made fun of his Madeiran accent. They did not understand the fire that burned inside him. They only saw a lonely boy from a small island. Despite the loneliness and the homesickness, Cristiano did not give up. He used the pain as fuel. He knew why he was there. He was there to play football. On the pitch, he could forget everything else. The football field was his sanctuary. It was the one place where he felt strong and in control. He started to train harder than anyone else. While other boys were resting or playing, Cristiano was practicing. He would stay late after training sessions. He would work on his skills, his shooting, his dribbling. He wanted to prove to everyone and to himself that he belonged there. He was determined to turn their jokes into applause. The coaches at the Sporting Academy quickly realized they had a diamond. His technical ability was incredible for his age, but what stood out most was his mentality. He had a professional's mindset in a child's body. He was never satisfied, he always wanted more. He pushed himself to the limit every single day. This dedication soon paid off. He was promoted through the youth ranks at an incredible speed. He became the only player in the club's history to play for the under-16, under-17, under-18, the B team, and the first team all within a single season. The boy who was once mocked for his accent was now the talk of the academy. His official debut for the Sporting first team came when he was just 17 years old. He stepped onto the pitch, and the world saw the first glimpse of a future superstar. In his first league game, he scored 2 goals. It was a clear statement. A new star had arrived in Portuguese football. The boy from Madeira was no longer just a promising talent. He was a reality. He had faced the challenge of leaving home. He had conquered his loneliness. He had turned his tears into sweat and his doubts into determination. The Lisbon gamble had paid off, but an even bigger stage was waiting for him. In the summer of 2003, a friendly match changed everything. Sporting Lisbon played against Manchester United to open their new stadium. A young skinny winger with bleached tips in his hair ran circles around the experienced United defenders. His name was Cristiano Ronaldo. The Manchester United players were amazed. On the plane back to England they could not stop talking about him. They told their manager, the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson, that he had to sign this boy. Sir Alex had already been watching him, but that performance convinced him. He knew he was seeing a player who could become one of the best in the world. So, at 18 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo moved to England. He signed for Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs on the planet. He was given the famous number 7 shirt. This was a special shirt. It had been worn by club legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. It was a heavy shirt to wear, full of history and expectation. Some people thought it was too much pressure for a young player, but Cristiano was not afraid of pressure. He embraced it. He saw it as an honor. He knew he had to work hard to be worthy of that number. He had arrived at the theater of dreams and he was ready to become a star. His first years in England were a learning process. The Premier League was very fast and very physical. It was different from Portuguese football. Defenders were strong, and they were not afraid to tackle hard. At first, Cristiano was criticized. People said he dived too easily. They said he did too many tricks and did not have an end product. He was a showman but not yet an effective player. Sir Alex Ferguson protected him. He was like a father figure. He taught Cristiano about decision-making. He helped him understand when to dribble and when to pass. He nurtured his talent and helped him to grow, both as a player and as a person. Cristiano listened and learned. He spent countless hours in the gym. He wanted to become stronger. He transformed his body from a skinny teenager into a powerful athlete. He worked tirelessly on the training pitch. He practiced his free kicks over and over again. He wanted to turn his weaknesses into strengths. The tricks and stepovers started to be combined with goals and assists. The showman was becoming a killer. The fans at Old Trafford could see the transformation happening before their eyes. The raw, exciting young winger was evolving into a complete and devastating football player. The apprentice was on his way to becoming a master. The 2006 to 2007 season was a turning point. Cristiano Ronaldo exploded. He was no longer just a promising talent, he was a dominant force in English football. He scored over 20 goals for the first time and led Manchester United to the Premier League title. His combination of blinding speed, incredible skill, and a newfound ruthless efficiency was unstoppable. He was playing with a new level of maturity and confidence. The boy who had arrived in Manchester as a raw entertainer was now the team's most important player. He was winning matches on his own. Sir Alex Ferguson's patience and guidance had paid off. His masterpiece was beginning to take shape for the world to see. The following season, 2007 to 2008, was even more spectacular. It was the year Cristiano Ronaldo became the best player on the planet. He scored an astonishing 42 goals in all competitions. He scored with his right foot, his left foot, and with powerful headers. He scored incredible long-range shots and breathtaking free kicks. He led Manchester United to a glorious double. They won the Premier League title again, and they also won the UEFA Champions League, the biggest prize in European club football. In the final against Chelsea, he scored a magnificent header. He had reached the pinnacle of the sport. His dream of being the best was becoming a reality. His performances that year were rewarded with individual glory. He won the Ballon d'Or for the first time, the award given to the world's best footballer. It was a moment of immense pride for him, for his family, and for Portugal. The boy from the small streets of Funchal was officially the king of world football. He had worked so hard for this moment. He had sacrificed so much. Every extra hour in the gym, every late night on the training pitch had led to this. He had proven all his doubters wrong. He was not just a show pony. He was a champion, a winner, and the most complete attacking player in the game. He stayed at Manchester United for one more season, winning another Premier League title, and helping the team reach another Champions League final. By the summer of 2009, he had won everything there was to win in English football. He had grown from a boy into a man. He had arrived as an apprentice and was leaving as a master. Sir Alex Ferguson had polished the rough diamond from Madeira into a flawless gem. A new challenge was calling him, a club he had dreamed of playing for since he was a child. It was time for the next chapter in his incredible journey. The world was waiting to see what he would do next. In the summer of 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo made a move that, honestly, shook the football world. He signed for Real Madrid for a world record transfer fee of £80 million. The presentation at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium was, well, absolutely incredible. Over 80,000 fans showed up just to see him. They chanted his name. It was a welcome fit for a king. Ronaldo had arrived at the most famous club in the world, and the pressure was immense. Real Madrid is a club that does not just expect to win, it demands it. And it demands to win with style. Cristiano was not just a player, he was a symbol of a new era for the club. He was ready to embrace the challenge and write his name into its glorious history. At Real Madrid, Ronaldo was given the number 9 shirt at first because the legendary Raúl wore number 7. But when Raúl left, Ronaldo inherited his iconic number. He became CR7 once again. His mission was clear: to bring the biggest trophies back to Madrid, especially the Champions League. The club had a fierce rivalry with Barcelona, who were at that time considered the best team in the world. This rivalry really pushed Ronaldo to new heights. His personal battle with Barcelona's star Lionel Messi became a defining feature of modern football. Every week the two of them seemed to be trying to outdo each other, breaking records and scoring unbelievable goals. This competition made both of them even better. His goal-scoring record at Real Madrid was, frankly, out of this world. It was something football had never seen before. He scored more goals than he played games. He became a goal machine. He was not a winger anymore. He was a complete forward who could score from anywhere on the pitch. He scored tap-ins, long-range screamers, powerful headers, and elegant free kicks. Season after season, he scored over 50 goals. He was relentless. His hunger for goals was insatiable. He became Real Madrid's all-time leading goal scorer in record time, overtaking legends like Alfredo Di Stefano and Raúl. He was not just a part of the club's history, he was rewriting it. The individual awards kept coming. He won 4 more Ballon d'Or awards during his time in Madrid, taking his total to 5. This cemented his status as one of the greatest players of all time. He was no longer just a star, he was a phenomenon. His dedication to his craft was, honestly, legendary. The stories of his training regime, his diet, and his commitment to being in peak physical condition were famous. He was the first to arrive at training and the last to leave. He had reached the top, but he worked as if he was still trying to make his debut. This was the secret to his incredible consistency. He was not just talented, he was the hardest worker in the room. For Real Madrid, winning the Spanish league was important, but the true obsession was the UEFA Champions League. The club had a special relationship with the European Cup, having won it 9 times. But they had been waiting since 2002 for their 10th title, known as La Décima. This was the main reason they had signed Cristiano Ronaldo. For the first few years, the dream remained out of reach. They were close, reaching the semi-finals 3 years in a row, but they could not take the final step. Cristiano was scoring many goals in the competition, but the ultimate prize was elusive. The pressure from the fans and the media was growing every year. Then came the 2013 to 2014 season. Under manager Carlo Ancelotti, Real Madrid finally broke the curse. They reached the Champions League final in Lisbon, Cristiano's old city. Their opponent was their city rival, Atletico Madrid. It was a dramatic, intense final. Real Madrid were losing 1-0 until the final seconds of the match. Then, Sergio Ramos scored a dramatic header to take the game to extra time. In extra time, Real Madrid took control. Cristiano Ronaldo scored the final goal from the penalty spot, his 17th goal of the campaign, a record for a single Champions League season. La Décima was finally theirs. The image of Ronaldo celebrating was seen all over the world. He had delivered the trophy the club craved most. This was not the end, it was just the beginning of an era of incredible European dominance. Led by their new manager, Zinedine Zidane, and their talisman, Cristiano Ronaldo, Real Madrid did something no team had ever done in the modern Champions League era. They won the trophy 3 times in a row. In 2016, 2017, and 2018, Real Madrid were the kings of Europe. Cristiano was the main man in all of these victories. He scored crucial goals in the biggest moments. He scored a hat-trick against Wolfsburg to overturn a deficit. He scored spectacular goals against Juventus, including an unforgettable overhead kick that earned a standing ovation from the opposing fans. In the finals, he was always decisive. He scored the winning penalty in the 2016 shootout against Atletico Madrid. He scored 2 goals in the 2017 final against Juventus. He was the top scorer in the competition for 6 consecutive seasons. He seemed to own the Champions League. It was his competition. His performances on the biggest stage were legendary. He had not just won the trophy for Real Madrid, he had created a dynasty. In 9 years at the club, he had won 4 Champions League titles. He had achieved everything he set out to do. He had become the undisputed king of Madrid and the king of Europe. In the summer of 2018, after conquering Spain and Europe with Real Madrid, Cristiano Ronaldo decided he needed a new challenge. At the age of 33, when many players are thinking about retiring, he moved to Italy. He signed for Juventus, the biggest club in the country. He said he wanted to test himself in a new league and help Juventus win the Champions League, a trophy they had been chasing for many years. The move showed his incredible ambition. He was not content to rest on his achievements. He always wanted more. He wanted to prove that he could be the best in a different country, in a different style of football. His time in Italy was a success. He adapted quickly to the tactical and defensive style of Serie A. He continued to score goals at an amazing rate. In his 3 seasons with Juventus, he scored over 100 goals. He won the Serie A league title twice. He also won the Italian Cup and the Italian Super Cup. He became the first player to win league titles in England, Spain and Italy. This was another incredible record that showed his unique ability to succeed wherever he went. Although he could not deliver the Champions League trophy to Juventus, his personal performance remained at the highest level. He was still one of the most feared forwards in the world. Then, in the summer of 2021, something magical happened. Cristiano Ronaldo returned home. He re-signed for Manchester United, the club where he had first become a global superstar. The news caused huge excitement among the fans at Old Trafford. It felt like a fairy tale. The hero was returning to his theater of dreams. In his first game back, he scored 2 goals. The atmosphere in the stadium was electric. It was clear that the connection between Ronaldo and the Manchester United fans was still very special. He was older now, a different kind of player, but his hunger for goals and his desire to win were exactly the same. His return to Manchester was not just about nostalgia. He came back to lead the team and to score goals. And he did just that. In his first season back, he was the team's top scorer, scoring many important goals, including dramatic late winners in the Champions League. He proved that even in his late 30s, he could still compete at the highest level in the most demanding league in the world. His journey had come full circle. From the young, tricky winger who first arrived in 2003 to the veteran goalscorer who returned in 2021, his story with Manchester United was one of growth, success, and an unbreakable bond with the club and its supporters. What makes Cristiano Ronaldo so special? It is more than just his talent. Many players are talented. What separates Ronaldo is his mind. He has the mind of a true champion. His work ethic is legendary. He is famous for being the most dedicated professional in the sport. He trains harder and longer than anyone else. He is obsessed with being in the best possible physical condition. This means strict diets, ice baths for recovery, and a relentless fitness regime. This dedication is why he has been able to play at the very top for so long. While others fade, he continues to perform at an elite level. His body is a temple, and football is his religion. He also possesses incredible self-belief. From a young age he believed he could be the best. He never let doubts or criticism affect him. Instead he used negative comments as motivation. He has a mental strength that is almost unbreakable. In the biggest moments, when the pressure is at its highest, he is at his calmest. He wants the ball. He wants to take the decisive penalty. He wants the responsibility of winning the game for his team. This confidence is not arrogance. It is a deep-seated belief in his own ability, a belief that has been built through thousands of hours of hard work and preparation. He knows he has done the work, so he expects to succeed. Ronaldo is also a leader. He leads by example. His teammates see how hard he works, and it inspires them to work harder. He sets the standard in training every single day. He has a powerful presence in the dressing room. He is a winner, and he demands the same high standards from everyone around him. He can be tough on his teammates, but it is because he wants the team to win. He has been the captain of the Portuguese national team for many years, leading them to their greatest ever triumph, winning the 2016 European Championship. Even when he was injured in the final, he was on the sideline acting like a second coach, shouting instructions and encouraging his team. His effect on fans all over the world is immense. He is one of the most famous people on the planet. He has hundreds of millions of followers on social media. For many young boys and girls, he is more than just a footballer, he is an inspiration. His story shows them that with hard work, dedication, and self-belief, you can achieve your dreams no matter where you come from. He shows that talent is not enough. You have to be willing to sacrifice and to push yourself beyond your limits. He has inspired a generation of fans and future footballers with his incredible journey and his unparalleled commitment to greatness. To understand Cristiano Ronaldo is to understand the power of will. His story is not just about football, it is a lesson in human potential. He is a boy from a small island who dared to dream bigger than anyone around him. He transformed that dream into reality through a fire that has never stopped burning. This fire is his passion for the game, his hunger for victory, and his relentless pursuit of perfection. He has faced many challenges in his life and career. He has faced loneliness, criticism, and immense pressure, but every single time he has used these challenges as steps to climb even higher. He has never been defeated by adversity, he has only grown stronger. His list of records and achievements is almost endless. He is the all-time top goal scorer in the history of men's professional football. He's the all-time top scorer in the UEFA Champions League. He is the all-time top scorer in international football. He has won 5 Ballon d'Or awards. He has won league titles in England, Spain, and Italy. He has won the Champions League 5 times. He has won the European Championship with his country. The numbers are staggering. They paint a picture of a player who has dominated his sport for 2 decades. These records are not just statistics, they are monuments to his consistency and his longevity at the very top. But Ronaldo's legacy is more than just goals and trophies. He has changed what it means to be a modern footballer. He has set a new standard for professionalism, fitness, and dedication. He has shown that the peak of a player's career can be extended long into their 30s if they are willing to make the necessary sacrifices. He has influenced countless players who have tried to copy his work ethic and his techniques. His famous Siu celebration is copied by children in parks all over the world. He has become a global icon whose influence extends far beyond the football pitch. He is a brand, a philanthropist, and a role model to millions. So, why is Cristiano Ronaldo a legend? It is because he embodies the idea that greatness is not given, it is earned. It is because he shows us that talent is a starting point, not a destination. The journey is made through sweat, sacrifice, and an unbreakable will to win. The boy from Madeira did not just become one of the best football players in the world. He became one of the greatest athletes in history. His name will be remembered forever, not just for the goals he scored or the trophies he won, but for the inspiration he provided. His story is a testament to the fact that, with a big dream and an even bigger heart, anything is possible. The fire still burns.